Team, it's Coach Kirby. It's Tuesday afternoon, May 6th, and I am in the car on the way to pick up my daughter, and thought I would share a quick reflection on the day. First thing you'll observe is that I have a new speech pattern that is the result of this Invisalign treatment. I'm getting my bottom teeth straightened for a couple of different reasons that are beyond the scope of this episode, but wanted to nonetheless explain why I'm speaking in an odd fashion. We did a quarterly planning meeting today. I think I have shared with you all before that we gathered the leadership team for a full business day of planning in a facilitated meeting with our EOS implementer. Her name is Linda Martin, and she is a wonderful human being and helps us very, very much in setting goals and priorities and looking backwards, celebrating the great things we have achieved, evaluating our performance over the last quarter, and then in shifting our sights forward and getting us focused and on the same page for the next. And of course, I'm speaking of our leadership team at Liberty Classical Schools, and we are in the midst of some growth. We've got a school opening in Cherokee County in August of 2025, and we are so excited to have the opportunity to serve 520 kindergarten through sixth grade students. That school will scale to become a full K-12 academy with about 1,000 students. Excuse me for the cough. And what excites us the most is the mission of the school, which is to form knowledgeable, virtuous citizens. We do that in an American classical school. And you might say, well, what is an American classical school, and why should I be interested? Well, first let me tell you what it is. An American classical school is a school that is organized to develop the moral and intellectual character of its students, to ground them in our common heritage as American citizens, to imbue them with a sense of public spiritedness, or you might say a sense of service, citizenship perhaps. It is to train their affections towards goodness and truth and beauty. And it is to prepare them to build happy lives that are full with meaning and purpose. These are the things that we think are the appropriate aims of a solid American public education. Rarely found anymore, but that is what we attempt to do in our American Classical Charter School. This is the third school in our network, and we have a fourth on the way in Fayette County in either the 26 or 27 school year. We hope. We're still working on a facility solution in that market, but it's just a delight to work on this leadership team and to have an opportunity to slow down, take a deep breath, do some thinking and some planning, get ready for the flurry of activity that is to come. We've got the school really at 100% enrollment. We announced on March 8th that we're opening, and here we are just under 60 days later, and we have attracted and enrolled over 520 students, and we've got about that many on a wait list, which I think speaks to the demand for this style of education, the size of education, the configuration, and that is a delight to us. And we're humbled by it. We're humbled by having the opportunity to serve kids and families in that community. It also means we're about 60% on the way to hiring our full complement of staff and faculty members. And that's a very special group of people that's going to partner with us and partner with all of our families to launch this school and set about this mission. We are looking for kind-hearted subject matter experts, men and women who see it as their role and their ambition to train and shape the hearts and minds of students through the teaching of their subject matters and through the integration of all the subject matters and through modeling the good life well lived for our kids so that they would be inspired and encouraged by those around them that teach their classes and coach their sports, lead them in fine arts programs, and on and on and on. So, well, I guess the big update of the day really is just that we have completed another planning session. Really, our major ambitions and most of our conversation today was talking about how we can best organize to be sure the facilities are ready, be sure the students are prepared and enrolled properly, to make sure that our funding is lined up, which we of course believe that it is, that we've got all the books and supplies and materials, and got plans for the carpool line, and we're going to do some preparatory kind of introductory sessions here soon to give families an opportunity to get in the building, meet some of the leaders and teachers and staff members. And one of the things I want you to look forward to is in the next couple of weeks, I am going to host an online webinar type presentation for our new families, our new employees. And it's very important to me to get to know everybody and for them to know me. As I said, this is the third school in our network. And for better or for worse, I have a pattern of getting involved in complex, difficult to run organizations, of getting them launched, getting them running well, and then scaling them. Well, the downside of all that for me is that I kind of work myself out of the school environment. So I no longer go to campus every day. I'm in an office building leading a team of people that is giving support and services and expertise to existing schools and new school operators. But anyway, I'm a layer or two removed from the action, and I don't like that. I want to feel like I have a connection with our families, with our employees. I want to be sure that we are marching to the same drumbeat and making sure that we are attending the school for the right reasons and that we have the same culture in mind. And maybe I should say something about what that culture is. Well, it's grounded in all those things I said a few minutes ago. We want to train the affections of our students towards goodness and truth and beauty, and we want to prepare them to be strong citizens with a real sense of citizenship and public spiritedness. We want to shape the hearts and minds and grow them in moral and intellectual virtue. And this is serious work. We all know that the books we read and the people we read those books with, they do shape and mold our lives, and we want to do that for good. It is, as we say frequently, not a morally neutral endeavor. It is a change occurs in the hearts and minds of our kids when they go to school every day, no matter where they go to school. And so the question we should rightfully be asking is, what do we want that change to be? What do we want their models to be like? Who do we want them to be reading and studying about? Of course, our answer to that is that, obviously, strong, upstanding men and women who see it as their job to be those kind of role models, but that are also passionate about teaching them about the liberal arts and sciences, that we can derive lessons from the greatest thinkers and actors and politicians, business people, statesmen, and so on, who have shaped our culture. So that's the ambition. It's serious work. It's a serious school. Yes, full of laughs and laughter and good times, but also a sense that what we're doing is important. And it's not an easy school. It's not a school that you can just show up and not give your all. And if you do that, it probably isn't going to be the best fit. Doesn't mean that we don't serve every kind of kid with every kind of aptitude. We do. But it really, really helps us when we've got parents in alignment with our approach, which is that this is serious work. We are shaping hearts and minds in ways that are going to be good for the kids, good for their families, good for the communities that they ultimately inhabit, and ultimately it serves to strengthen the nation. I mean, public schools in America ought to see that as their view, and we certainly do. So much more to be said about sort of the desired culture in the school, but I think if we share that same common vision and mission, and let me say, I don't know if I've said the mission very clearly yet on this quick recording, but in short form, our mission is to form knowledgeable, virtuous citizens. In longer form, we say that our mission is to develop our students in mind and in character through an American classical content-rich curriculum that emphasizes virtuous living, traditional learning, and civic responsibility. Well, those are the main things, right? If we're aligned on the mission and we have that common idea in our heads about what it is we're trying to accomplish in our schools, then I think we're going to be just fine. So, in any event, one last plug here. Like I said, we're going to have a webinar upcoming here pretty soon, and we're going to invite you to participate, and it'll be my chance to reiterate many of these same things, but share a little bit about the story of our network of schools, and share also a little bit about the future that we envision for this network of schools. And hopefully that event like everything we do, is an invitation to you to join our work, to get involved, to be a meaningful player, whether it's in the home or actually working with us on one of our teams, or perhaps as a volunteer. Kind of the reason we do this kind of outreach, and I film these crazy videos while I'm driving down the highway, very safely I might add, is that we hope that they will serve as invitations to get involved with our work. We need great people, we need talent, we need resources, and we need all of the above, so long as it is oriented and aligned with that mission of forming knowledgeable, virtuous citizens. All right, well, that's the update. I'm Coach Kirby signing off for now. Take care.